thing spotted on Google Maps. This one is super creepy. If you're under 18, you might have to cover your eyes. In the middle of nowhere, in Finland. You know, keep zooming in, zooming in. Wait, what is that? Oh wait, there's a lot of little specks on the ground. Hundreds of them. What the heck are they? It almost looks like the ground has goosebumps. Don't tell me those are people. I am afraid. Wait, can you do a street view? Let's zoom in to the street view and see what it actually is. Wait, what's all the smoke? Okay, this is creepy. I'm freaked out. I literally have goosebumps. What the heck is this? It looks like mannequins wearing jackets, and there are hundreds of them. Are they actually mannequins, or were these once people? You know, if you ever need a free jacket and you're in Finland, maybe come here, you know, try them on. This looks way too creepy, and it looks like it's on somebody's farm, and they just keep going and going. There's hundreds of these mannequins. We need to find an explanation for this. So this is called the silent people, and from Google Images with no explanation, obviously it looks creepy. Like, did they used to be alive? Was this a village that got silenced forever with their lives? Is that why it's called the silent people? When I Google it, it says it's a tourist attraction. It's even got 4.5 stars on Google reviews. And when you get a better look, they're not actually mannequins. It's just a wooden cross with hay for hair. Hey, we're low-key matching though. And one of us has got to change. So it's roughly 1,000 peat-headed characters standing still alongside a national highway. It was created by dancer and choreographer Reijo Kela in 1988. So these people have been here a while. They've been there before me. Okay, wait, I found Google Maps footage in the winter, and it's even creepier. Okay, I have goosebumps. This is so freaky. If I didn't see the first one, I would have thought this was really creepy. Like, something concerning. That's like hundreds of bodies in the snow. Like, are you guys okay? You know, probably not if we found them by the time Google Maps found them. It's so creepy. Man, this just gives me the heebie-jeebies. You know, the artist who did this in 1988 did it before they had Google Maps aerial view. They didn't think people were gonna see it from above and freak out and think an entire village is getting frozen in real time. Things I found on Google Maps. A woman walking away from a body. You know, I really hope he's not just taking a nap in the crunchy autumn leaves. Like, girl, are you going for a walk? Or did you just get clocked by the Google Maps van? Like, imagine being dumb enough to commit a crime in front of the Google Maps van. And then they just drive by. Like, oh, I didn't know they were coming today. Yikes! So did a crime actually occur? So this image on Google Maps actually helped solve the disappearance of an 83-year-old in Belgium. So in the leaves is actually a woman who was 83 years old with Alzheimer's disease who disappeared from her home in 2020, and they could not find her for 2 years until 2 years later in 2022 a neighbor was browsing through Google Maps and they used this image to find her. What the heck is on our Earth? Oh, is that Antarctica? Zoom in. I want to know what's going on down there. I like the contrast between the black and white. Like, the water is so dark and the ice is so white. Okay, zoom in. What are we looking at? You know, the emojis are making me very anxious. This better be cool. Wait, we're on a boat? This is the official Google Maps boat. In Antarctica, you can't take pictures in a car. So they sent people on a boat. Man, we got the whole crew here. There's so many of them. But anyways, they're in the middle of the ocean. Somebody's got to record this footage somehow. What's going on? What is there? What did you zoom into? There's nothing there. Oh, what the heck is that? Bro, it's literally that fish from SpongeBob. Oh, there's a lot of bones in there. Wait, that doesn't look the same. Look, wait a second. Look at the water here, and then the transition. That's like a whole different island. Also, that fish doesn't even look real. What's that scary fish from SpongeBob? No, it's not that one. I think it's the one with the light, but not that one. I think it's one of these. Anglerfish? Yeah, that thing is pretty freaky. But the one in the water doesn't even look real. Also, he's in the water and he looks deep fried. Like, if I took the anglerfish and I put it in a deep fryer and I put it back in the ocean, that's what it looked like. It's kind of a jump scare because how ugly he is. You know what this was from? From Finding Nemo. Remember this fish that they ran into, the creepy one with the long teeth, toothpicks for teeth and the little light? Yeah, that's the one. What the heck happens here? Wait, they went inside a house. Wait, who are these people? Wait, what is he doing on the ground? Yeah, let's get out. Cause what the heck was that? Wait a second, where are we? It's people? What did it say on the walls? Hardcover, it's people. Is this like an abandoned building? Oh my goodness, wait, that looked like a crime scene. I don't know what is going on here, but it doesn't look very legal. Like, it low-key could be a butcher. What other establishments have a curtain like that? I've only seen these in horror movies. Like, are these homeless people who just decided to move in? Also, why is that guy on the ground? How did they get this camera footage in Google Maps Street View? Is somebody walking with a camera through this abandoned building? Like, oh, I thought I would take a shortcut. And then the shortcut ends you here. Yeah, it's gonna cut your life short. You know, Google Maps guy. I'm just gonna document this and be on my way. Thank you. Like, I really wonder what happened here. Should we do some investigating? Wait, this is really suspicious. I tried to reverse Google image search this, and it said it couldn't find anything. And then I put it in AI, and it says there's no response available for this search. Try asking something else. That's really suspicious. Like, what do you mean you don't know what's going on here? You're Google, and this was found on Google Maps. Shouldn't you know? Anyways, it's saying this is part of a TikTok video by a user who shares unusual or creepy scenes allegedly found on Google Maps. So it's saying it's not on Google Maps, or maybe it was removed because the zooms and everything. It low-key looks like it's Google Maps. We just have no idea what is going on. Is Google trying to cover up the crime? Like, we have no part in this. I don't know. What do you guys think? I found this. Embarrassed, shock face, embarrassed, shock face, embarrassed, shock face emoji. 3 times? I wonder what it is. What are you so embarrassed about? Is this off the coast of Thailand? I wasn't really paying attention. Oh my goodness, it's an abandoned ship. Is that the Titanic? No, that's not the Titanic. The Titanic sunk. It sunk really close to shore. Like, look, the shore is right there. You know, even I can swim from there to there. But it looks abandoned. Like, they didn't even try to, like, get rid of it. Now, what's the story behind this? Is it just an abandoned ship that sank? Again, surprise, surprise, it's a famous tourist attraction. So they call this the ghost ship, and it is located off the coast of Thailand.
A few moments later.
Wait, I was wrong. This isn't Thailand. This is an abandoned German-built expedition ship that was abandoned in the Solomon Islands. So in the year 2000, it struck an uncharted coral reef, but thankfully it was super close to the shore, so everybody could evacuate the ship without any casualties. The ship was declared a total loss. It was ruined. We simply cannot get back home. Let's make it a tourist attraction. And people go to the Solomon Islands specifically to see this abandoned ship. Pretty cool, huh? Wait a second, you thought it was cool from this angle? Bro, it's like 10 times cooler from an aerial view. Like, look at this ship. It is actually massive. Should make a Call of Duty map out of this ship. Call it Hijacked. Proof mermaids are real? Wait, no way. Y'all found a mermaid on the Google Maps? It can't be a real mermaid. I don't know if I believe in mermaids. Oh wait, there she is. Ariel on the rock. Wait, this can't be real. If you know the Google Maps van is coming, think about it. Anybody can just dress up as a mermaid, go sit on the highest rock, and be like, I can't wait to fool thousands of people on TikTok into thinking mermaids are real. It's like the Santa conspiracy theory. You know, speaking of Santa, I recently met a subscriber who had grown up, and she was like, I love you, you're my childhood, but you ruined Santa for me. I was like, oh, what did I do? And then she was like, you made a joke saying that he wasn't real, but she believed in Santa until I ruined this. I am so sorry, because I low-key remember that joke. I thought you'd figure out the truth about Santa when you're like 6, maybe 7. 6, 7! It's totally not your parents. And this, definitely a real mermaid. It's like the ones they got swimming in aquariums. Yeah, those are real mermaids too. Okay, this next one is actually pretty freaky. Somebody found this little interaction on Google Maps, and as you move through the street, something wild happens. So they posted this. Have I just come across someone being possessed on Google Maps? And as you can see, the guy wearing all black did something with his face on the other guy's face. It's low-key like he's snatching his soul. What could that interaction possibly be? Did they have a neural connection? Did bro's tentacles attack his face? So a different angle, the guy on the bike is driving off, and obviously their faces are blurred, so we don't know what they actually look like or what actually happened. And then the guy on the bike just drives off like nothing happened, and the guy in black is just standing there staring at him. And in the next frame, this dude's bike just jumps and 6 feet into the air. What is the explanation for this? I don't think bikes are supposed to do this, especially not in Europe. You know, my theory, and hear me out, when he did this, he might have transferred parkour powers to the guy in the bike. He was like, okay, go out there and have some fun. And he went out there and had some fun. You know, when you don't know the real story, just make up one. What is this place? Oh, it's Bermuda. Bro, some crazy things are supposed to happen in the Bermuda Triangle. I don't know what though, but what the heck is that? Is that an anchor? Oh my goodness, it's a new Fortnite map where we drop in. The Bermuda Bridge. Wait, is this actually real? Apparently some crazy things have gone on in Bermuda. And when people went to check the Google Maps, everything was all messed up like this. Everything just photographed really weird. There's a reason why planes do not fly over the Bermuda Triangle, because they have disappeared under unknown circumstances. Like ships sailing through Bermuda have also disappeared. Some suspicious things be going on there. Yeah, I think I'll avoid it. Okay, what is this place? Oh, we're going to Miami. Wait, no, just kidding. The Keys off the coast of Florida is the Snapper Ledge Reef. But wait a second, what's that? What is in the sand? What is that dark spot? It's definitely not a sea monster. It's rocks, a bunch of rocks. It looks like graves. Oh, okay, those are reefs. It's like a reef farm. I reacted to something similar to this. So basically they're reef farms where they're trying to help the reefs grow. So they use these metal structures to help the coral like latch on and grow. I've also seen them use the cement blocks. So this is basically like regenerative coral reef farming. It's like an ocean garden. So they find baby corals that are strong and healthy. It's like picking a good seed for a garden. And they put the corals in these little farms, which helps them grow in a controlled environment. And once they are big and strong coral reefs, they take them and then transplant it back into the ocean where fish can live in them, because it's basically like an apartment for the fish. The creepiest thing scientists have found on Google Earth. Is it Google Maps or Google Earth? Wait, that looks like a shark. Very, very large shark. And they said it was a shark, but not just any shark. So then they compared it to an image of a school bus. These school buses are 40 feet long. And then the image of the shark and the school bus was taken at the same resolution. So when you compare them...
Next to the first photo, I'd say that's a 70-foot shark.
All right, let's ask the obvious.
Scientists are saying that is a 70-foot shark.
Animal that was spotted 2 months earlier on the other side of the ocean at Cape Verde.
Look, that's a 3,000-mile trip. And, you know, it sounds like a lot, but great whites have been tracked going 1,500 miles in a month. So for Megalodon, that would be nothing. Also, sharks are known to revisit old haunts. Great whites, for instance, have been tagged leaving the east coast of the U.S., going on a random winding trip through the North Atlantic, and then returning a year later, almost to the day, to the same spot that they were tagged. So similar behavior from Megalodon makes complete sense.
If, indeed, this is...
So is it a megalodon? I thought those were extinct. So they think a megalodon might still be alive. Here's the comparison of a regular great white shark. Pretty tiny. Compared to a megalodon, like this thing is massive. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they still got one left. Swimming somewhere in the ocean. But anyways, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button in the face and subscribe to the Wolf Pack. Oh, I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.